What's up? What's good? What's happening? And welcome to my live stream, The Actual King Smith. And this is a crypto video. Shout out to everybody that are watching this live and or will catch the replay. All right, you can find me streaming across multiple platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at The Actual King Smith, and on Twitter at Actual King Smith. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a cryptocurrency that I was eyeing and what you can do if you have the time. All right, one of the things people always talk about is doing your own research. And I wanted to kind of share some tips on how you can discover ways to find a cryptocurrency that, with the right bit of things that sways in their way, can help get some massive, massive gains. In the description box on YouTube and Facebook, you'll find links to Coinbase's blog, which is like their Medium profile, if you will. And they post in that Medium fairly often. Okay. So if you don't have a Medium account, it's free. Go sign up for one. I follow a lot of different things related to cryptocurrency and Coinbase, and they put out an interesting little blog that I wanted to take a look at. Okay. So I'm going to bring that up on the screen here. Okay. So in this Coinbase blog here that was published, 2 days ago? They talked about increasing transparency for new asset listings on Coinbase. Now, keep this in mind. By the time something hits Coinbase, it's already likely had a pretty decent market cap size. Okay, you have to understand the difference between centralized exchanges versus decentralized exchanges. Okay, decentralized exchanges are your exchanges like Uniswap, all right, in which you have to have some type of hot wallet or another physical wallet like MetaMask connected to Uniswap. And I'll just go right here, uniswap.com. I think it's .com. I'm just going to put in Uniswap. I don't want to put the wrong URL in there. All right, so it's uniswap.org. Okay, you'll come here. You'll launch the application, which is up here at the top right, that's blocked by my big old head. Okay, you'll connect your wallet, and you have to have Ethereum to trade for another cryptocurrency. So, like, there's one here that a buddy of mine had put me on that's fairly new. I think it launched, not that long ago, called Banana Task Force Ape. All right, it's been out less than 2 weeks, I want to say, or less than a week. But I took a couple of hundred and got me some. Now, if you take a look, there were a couple of things that I liked. It is considered, I guess you would call it like a NFT marketplace exchange, but they're looking things as well. I wasn't necessarily prepared to talk about this one here specifically, but the price has made a nice little increase. Okay, it's a couple of decimals or points behind the zero. And if you take a look, it's not on a whole lot of markets. Okay, the only two centralized exchanges that you can find it at currently is L Bank and Hotbit, or you can get it on Uniswap, which is where I got it from. All right, and its current market cap, it's not even listed on Coinbase yet to fully understand what the market cap is, and its total supply wasn't a whole lot. So for me, I plan on riding this out, seeing what they're able to do, and at a certain point, I'm going to sell and take profits. Okay. So Banana Task Force Ape, it's still early. Now, separately from that, now I got that tip from a buddy of mine. Shout out to CJ. I've had him on here before where we showed how he took Saitama and took a couple of thousand and got that up to 200K. And we showed the receipts on that. All right. So, but that's on a decentralized exchange. By the time it hits a centralized exchange, all right, the volume's going to be a little bit more higher. The price is going to already kind of be up there. But if you can have an idea of at least ERC20 tokens that Coinbase are considering. Okay. They put this list of, I think it's 40 something. Yeah, 45 cryptocurrencies right here. You've got their contract addresses. Most of these are on CoinGecko, where you can go to CoinGecko and see what they're all about. So, what did I do? One by one, I went through all of these. Okay. I went through every single one because I wanted to understand what they did, what their ecosystem is all about, and what their current market cap is. And I specifically targeted and highlighted ones that didn't have a large total supply. Okay, I wanted one that had something under like 50 billion in market supply. And CJ, I'm streaming live, fool. If you want to join, let me know in the comment section, and I'll send you a link. But back to what I was talking about. I wanted one that had a small market size, that wasn't in like the top 500 by market size. And I highlighted three that I wanted to take a serious look at, to take like, I think at the time I had like $175 just extra. That's small money, right? Small money. But there are some times like Sheba Inu. If you were able to get $200 worth of Sheba Inu early when it was on Uniswap before it hit these other centralized exchanges and things, $200 at the highest point was 40 million liquid. Okay. Liquid, meaning you could have sold all of it and dumped it and been able to exchange your Shiba Inu cryptocurrency for like USD Tether or USDT, some type of stable coin. Okay, it was highly possible at one point to take $200 and turn it into 40 million. Okay, I don't think that stories like that are over. You just have to sometimes just get lucky, but I think that there is a science to being able to look and find one and pick one to put your capital on. And even if it doesn't have the same type of success that Shiba Inu did, there's several people that I follow that have shown the receipts of them putting $200 into something and it going over like 140x. All right, having a 14,000% gain on their capital just by getting in early. All right, so you can either if you've got the capital for it, right? If you got $2,000 and you want to put $200 spread across different cryptocurrencies and dart throw that one of those stick and do well, and you've got that kind of risk, good luck to you. All right. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say, okay, when I do have some capital, it doesn't even have to be a whole lot. It doesn't have to be like $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000. And hey, zoom in on me. That's small money. All right. I know people who regularly can afford to make $10,000 investments easily, easily, and they don't sweat and think about it. I don't have that kind of money. All right. So for me, I'm taking, part of what I budgeted and use that to make my decisions on what it is that I want to get. So I went through all 45 of the ones that's on this screen here that for Q2 of 2022, Coinbase is considering under consideration for listing on their platform. And when I highlighted different ones, I landed on this one here, which is ranked 896 by market cap. It's an ERC20 token called Silo, SYLO. All right. From its all-time low, it's up 601%, which quick math is a 6x from its initial start over a year ago. All right. But it's let's watch this. Let's zoom out a year. But this is kind of what it's been doing. Now it's got a low trading volume right now, under 20 million in market cap. But Coinbase has this thing, what's called the Coinbase effect. It doesn't necessarily apply to everything, which I'm going to show you guys an example of when they got listed on Coinbase and ain't done nothing but gone down. All right. But I went to take a look at what the Silo network was, and their banner is it's the decentralized communications for all things decentralized. But they have what they're dubbing a Web3 wallet. They're trying to build a community around the ecosystem, and they're looking at going into NFTs. But primarily, what I liked is the decentralized aspect of having one wallet be able to communicate and talk to another wallet without a whole lot of mumbo jumbo. Okay. And it's making things easier while still being secure. And I think that this has the potential, okay, with everything that they've got going on, and a lot of the different stuff that I've read about, to be able to pull off what they have on their roadmap and everything inside of their GitHub documentation. All right. So I went through and I read all of this, every last single thing. So I'm not going to bore you with the specific details, but I've always talked about speed, security, and low cost being the things that people are going to want to use whenever they're considering making transactions, moving their cryptocurrency, or whatever. All right. And interoperability, meaning if I've got things on the Polygon network and I want to get it and bridge it over to the Ethereum side, who's going to do that? How can I do that? Okay. I've got all these different wallets for all these different things now. I would like to have a more streamlined way of being able to keep up with everything that I've got going on. And once somebody build that up, chances are I'm going to go over there to it. Okay. But until then, I got to work with what I have. So I took a picture of when I bought Silo, which is $175. Y'all can see it right here. I took $175 when the price was 0.004589 on the 11th. This was the same day that I read this Coinbase Medium vlog right here. The same day I said, all right, I'm going to do some research, which is quick research. I'm going to pick my top 3 that I like out of this. And then from there, I'm going to pick one, and I got $175 extra. Let me throw it into something. And I did. I put it right in the Silo, and my 175 right now has had a small profit. All right. I'm taking 175. And when I took this photo, it was at 208. I think the last that I looked, it was a little bit higher than this. Not a whole lot. But there's a chance that once this gets listed in other markets, okay, that Silo has the opportunity to explode. Right now, you can get it on KuCoin. Link to KuCoin Exchange, if you don't know about it, is in my description box below, as well as every other Friday, which will be this upcoming Friday, I do a KuCoin buy. Okay, that's your chance to come on and watch my channel, where I make a 50 or approximately $50 because there's fees involved, right? I make a every bi-weekly $50 purchase on KuCoin to show how just over time at the end of the year what your portfolio can look like if you make consistent regular investments on the right cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I have a list of, I think it's 9 that I consider safe buys. All right. Most of those 9 are in the top 100 by market cap already. Okay. Doesn't mean that they're going to continue to be safe. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Ethereum's not going anywhere. And because it's a little bit different, XRP's not going anywhere, like XRP and XLM. All right. But other ones, who knows? Okay, there's been those that were in the top 20 by market cap that just simply didn't make it, or they got outpaced by other cryptocurrencies and their value dropped. Like this one, Internet Computer Protocol, ICP. When this got listed in Coinbase, it was about, I think when I got into it, it was over $300. And if you take a look now, that joint is under $20. At its height back in May, when most other cryptocurrencies were also high too, it was at $700 per. And look where it's at now. All right. Look where it is at now. And this one, I think there was one way you could see when it got listed on what exchange. And I can't seem to find where I could find that information now. I know it's on here. All right. But you can see like when it got listed on what exchange throughout time. And this one was one of them that I got into, and it ain't done nothing but lose me money. And I stayed in on it. We've got a comment. We got Carlos in the building. He said, "What's up, brother? Hey, man, salute to you. Let me give you a salute real quick, man. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in, brother. Hope you're doing all right, man. How you doing? What's going on with you? I appreciate you tuning in. ICP. It got listed on Coinbase. It did this huge plummet right here, and it is what it is. All right. So not everything is going to work out just because it gets listed on Coinbase. But the Coinbase effect is a term for real, because Coinbase has the users, it has the volume, it has the ability to, as long as the cryptocurrency is solid, make you money. It's there. You know what I'm saying? But it's about finding the right one. When I got into ICP, I got into it because it was talking about its smart contract way of being able to use your computer to do additional things. I suck at explaining stuff. But it ain't done nothing. But I think, you know what, and I think I even sold what I had too. If I bought in now and it decides to swing the other way, that'd be dope. But I'm not really considering this one and putting any capital here. I just wanted to use this as an example of things to avoid. So SYLO, look, I've I've put just under $200 in. All right here. Whether you choose to invest in it or not, that's on you. But I think it'll be fun to kind of, see how some of these picks work. I might do something like this every 2 weeks where I talk about one. It's not me shilling anything. It's hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. All right. And you can see whether it's worked out for me or if it hasn't worked out for me. I'll be sure to try to be as transparent as possible. My man Julius asked, where and how can I buy Silo? So Silo is on Coinbase. I'm going to show you here. When you go into CoinGecko and you look at a cryptocurrency, there's this tab on here called Markets. Okay. When you click Markets, that'll show you. Sometimes it's not all the way correct, but you can go there and at least get a quick snapshot of all of the different places that you can get it on both the decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, but that's a little bit more expensive, right? Because you have to have Ethereum, or KuCoin, where you can just make sure that you have USD Tether and get yourself some KuCoin. If you don't have a KuCoin account, Julius, there's a referral link on the Facebook page that you can click on to sign up and get yourself a KuCoin account. It's my favorite exchange for a lot of different reasons, right? They've got trading bots on there, which I've been trying to figure out how to record myself using the trading bots, but the trading bots aren't available on the web. They're only available using a phone. They have a lot of different crypto lending and staking features right on that. It's a feature-rich platform, and they offer a lot more cryptocurrencies than Coinbase does, or at least just regular Coinbase. I can't speak to Coinbase Pro because I don't use Coinbase Pro. All right, I do use the regular Coinbase, but they don't have as many as cryptos that KuCoin has on their platform. Okay, so check out KuCoin, man. It's how do I say this? It was a little bit difficult to use at first, but over time, The app is real easy to use. The app on the phone. I prefer to use it on my phone versus the web. But I do in every other Friday stream in which I log into KuCoin and I make a purchase live. Okay. And I use that time to talk about why I'm making that purchase, share my KuCoin portfolio, as well as answer questions that anybody might have about it. Now the difference is you do things a little bit different with the user interface on the phone versus on the web, but the buttons that you press are basically still the same. Okay, so if you ever have any questions, join that Friday stream, and we can go from there, my man. I am here for you. I'm here for the people. All right. I have one more thing to cover, and then my stream is going to be done for the day. Where am I at? 20 minutes? Boom. I like this. All right. Let me take down that. Let me take down that. Yesterday, I gave a talk about Sheba, and one of the things that I found out after I talked about Sheba, so they've started making moves towards their metaverse. I didn't have leash to qualify for what they're calling like a pre-sale and bidding, and I also don't have the money that people have to bid on these different lands early anyway. So I'm gonna try to, but I am gonna try to see if I can get a Sheba land during this event and be a part of their metaverse. If I don't, so be it. But Sheep, Leash, and what's the other one? Sheba, Leash, and Bone. All right. I've got a significant amount of all three of those. Not necessarily enough leash that what I like. I don't have a full leash. Let me take that back. But I got a crap ton of currency in Bone and a crap ton in Sheba. And I didn't realize that they were implementing a burn feature for the metaverse with Sheeb. Okay. So if you have Sheeb, you can use it to add pictures, logos, and stuff to your land plots. And whenever you do, there's a feature that will burn Sheeb each time that you do, reducing the supply, okay, and bringing additional value to it because you need Sheeb to be able to do these additional things inside of the metaverse. That's how it can gain in value. All right. The second bullet here can be used to name or rename your land plot while also burning Sheeb each time that you do so. Okay. They talked about hubs on this third bullet. I have no idea what a hub is, but here it says hubs are the highest valued lands in the entire space. You'll be able to process an inquiry form for intake to partake in such purchase or lease agreements and work directly with a Shiba Inu team member during the process. That was a whole lot of words that didn't really say exactly what it did, but in the end, it's doing burning. Okay, it's getting and reducing that total supply, which over time bring up the value. Okay, so I haven't been talking about SHIB as much on my channel, but SHIB is one of the reasons why I got into cryptocurrency. It's one of the first cryptocurrencies that have made me a pretty decent chunk of change, and I'm definitely happy for it. And like I've said in one of my other videos as well, had I not listened to doubters about Shiba, which is what people are doing about Saitama, and I'm gonna talk about Saitama real quick, and then I gotta go do something else. Saitama is interesting to me because it has over 300 and something thousand holders. The wallet isn't functional fully the way that it should be by now. And but people are still crazy about it. The same way that people were with Sheba earlier. Sheba, if you look at some of the old videos of Sheba, there were a lot of people doubting it, saying that, it's a scam, it's a joke, it'll never yada yada. And Sheba quietly delivered. Saitama's not quietly delivering, they're delivering, and it's like a C grade product. Okay. And then they're adding these other tokens and stuff in, and there's issues with bots as they claim and all other kinds of stuff. But for some reason I can't write it off because in my opinion they're doing the right things, making the right connections, generating the right buzz at least, that when they do get things fixed and start getting listed on major exchanges, like they've got some more recent centralized exchange listings that makes it easier for you to get Saitama. Because you can always go on Uniswap to get it, but then you're subject to Ethereum gas fees and stuff. So I wouldn't count Saitama out just yet. It's hard for me to say, yeah, go and accumulate and keep buying. I'm gonna tell, like, I am, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I am though. I'm gonna keep buying every chance I get. And if it does what Sheba did, or anything close to it, like it finally gets listed on like a Coinbase and a Binance and all these other top 10 exchanges, KuCoin, then I'm gonna be like Scrooge McDuck swimming in money. Julius posted, he says, I'm confused on the metaverse. Maybe one day you should do a video on the metaverse. I'd be grateful. Yes, I am. So I'm going to give my version of what I think about the metaverse in general, which metaverse projects that I'm looking at, all right, and why I think it's important for crypto from my perspective. Again, not an expert, but I've talked about how I'm looking at getting smart on NFTs. I'm looking at getting smart on metaverse and metaverse projects and why it's important, and figuring out what cryptocurrencies or tokens around NFTs, Web3, metaverse, I think can be worth it in the future. So I got you, Julius. I definitely will be talking about that in the future, like not just like, oh, I'm saying, I legit have it written down on one of my subject lines that I should be putting out and getting through here within the next 2 weeks. Hold me to that. Hold me to that. Come back and say, King, you ain't did that metaverse video yet. I'll be like, man, I got you. All right. So that's my video for today. Shout out to my man Carlos for jumping in on the stream, and Julius for popping in as well. Man, I appreciate y'all taking the time to hear me come on and talk about cryptocurrency. Because again, I'm not an expert. I'm a guy that's been in cryptocurrency since October of 2020. I keep my ears to what's going on, and I'm just sharing my journey with everybody else. And maybe, just hopefully, you can learn something from my mistakes and my successes, because I've had a lot of those as well. All right. Shout out to y'all. I will be back. Am I streaming tomorrow? I am streaming tomorrow. It'll be around about this time too, because I got a different stream that I'm doing on the Just Joe King podcast, in which myself and my homeboy Joe, we talk about current events, things that's going on, and stuff over there. All right. Until next time, y'all know what to do.